Today's October 25th, 2023. I entered into a trade with Microsoft at this point. The reason I entered into it, because when I look at it, the earnings was good, and what it was telling me is that there is if I look at a bigger chart formation here, the 5-minute chart, if I look at a 5-minute chart here, and a 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart for Microsoft here. So if I look at a 5-minute chart here, and I'm looking at it, look, it's down right now. But when I look at it here, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, approximately 6 tests of the support at 338. There was a support of 338, which means that most likely this trade at about 338 bounce off that 338 and will start to keep going up. That's the idea of this trade. And so what I plan to do, I'm expecting that I'll probably make about so here, I'm going to make it about, I'm going to put a stop loss at about 90 there, and then what I expect to do is take a profit at about 339.5, somewhere in there. So I have a stop loss and a stop limit order in this trade, and so see if my logic is working correctly. And based on the way that the market has been behaving, now Apple is down to about 250. Tesla is down about 2, and Meta is down to 10, and it looks like Nvidia is down to about 18, and Google's down to about 13. And the other stocks are behaving, even though it's a red day, it is behaving moderately. It's not one of those days where the market is actually just crashing. Because if I look at the Dow Jones right now, the Dow Jones is slightly recovering. It is showing an upward trajectory. With some of the right here, I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking to myself that there's a high probability by the close of this day, this trade will most likely become profitable. So I'm gonna hold on to this trade, looking for. So if I look here, so this is my take profit, this is my entry, this is my stop loss right here. I'm thinking because it failed to breach the 338 support line, right, which is approximately here. That means that should be it's going to retrace back to somewhere in here. I'm thinking, that's what I'm thinking. While I was looking at the TD Ameritrade account. So I'm thinking it'll probably return to maybe 339 right there. That's the trade that I have on. Okay, so it's moving further back. It's making some headway towards that direction. And the fact that the earnings were decent enough to have a $8 gain today, that should propel it to move closer and closer to that area. And what I'm going to do is utilize the demo account, pass it at least 3 times before I head back into the challenges. Why do I use the challenge when I have not proven to myself that the demo is working? And that's right. I've passed the demo. Once I pass the demo, then I can move into that. So it's a graduation path. So normally what I did was, I'm just still watching this trade. So initially what I did was I tried to go with the biggest challenge, thinking that I was ready. However, the gain is totally different. And then I ended up spending quite a bit, and then I meandered and traded the lowest denomination challenge, and that challenge had proven itself to be quite a difficult challenge as well. And now, after spending all this time, I finally realized that, hopefully, I finally realized that demo is the way to go. And and this is something that I can take anytime. Even if I fail, I can just cancel it and start a new one. So this is definitively the best way to prepare myself to returning to the challenges. Once I pass this demo at least 3 times, that's the goal. Once I pass the demo 3 times, then I can go ahead and do the challenge. If I pass it 3 times, that should that should be crystal clear and concretely defining the strategy that I have is working properly. So I'm essentially, this trade is based on the support bouncing off of that numerous respect of the 338 support line, and the current gain here is is contrary actually to what Meta is doing. So if I look at Meta here, if I look at Meta is just dropping like crazy. And then if I look at Microsoft is doing fairly well here, based on it. And Tesla is falling off the crater here. Look at that. All the others are falling off the crater. So that is an indication that I'm on the right path, and the path that I have selected seems to be working so far at this point. So if I look here, Microsoft is doing well. Tesla is just wow, just taking it. And Apple is also doing Meta is also wow. So I'm just looking at Microsoft, and this is actually showing some strength, because if all the other stocks are dropping like dropping, that means that this is showing it's moving up. It's showing considerable amount of and it's actually that 339 level that used to be the support is now resistance. See that? 339 right here. See it reached there and then pop back down. So it's hovering between 339 and 338, while other stocks are just tanking like crazy. Right? So I'm getting close. So I'm moving up on the gains here. So give it a little bit more time. So I might be just happy with a $50 gain maybe at this stage and call it good. Maybe 40 might be good as well. Maybe 40, maybe 40, maybe 50. Might give me 50. It is going to give me 50. So I'm here, I'm trading it. Maybe I'll just stick with the 50 right there. I'm thinking at this stage, 50. There we go, I got it.